Hey YouTube, welcome back to a new video. I'm Philip Jacob and these are the sport variant bumpers. So by looks also you can differentiate that this is a sport variant in the 5 series. And you can notice the sensors embedded in the bumpers, but you don't find the camera in the front. So this misses out on the 360-degree camera, and it gets only the reversing camera with 360-degree sensors. And on the bumpers you have the aluminum satinized finishing just above the fog lamps. The fog lamps are LEDs, and you get this black accent on the bumpers with the sport design. The engine is a 2-liter 252 bhp engine which produces 350 Newton meters of torque. It can do a 0 to 100 in 6.1 seconds, and the mileage claimed by ARAI is told to be around 15.01 kilometers per liter. The wheels you get in this variant are 17-inch wheels with the same design. And compared to the 530i Sport, you had mixed profile tires to the front and back, wherein in this condition you just have the same profile tires in the front and back, which is 225 55 R17, and they are unflat tires. They can drive up to 80 kilometers in a speed of 80 kilometers per hour with zero pressure inside them. So again, as per aerodynamics, you get a air curtain and an air breather out here. So the air flows in through this and reduces the turbulence inside the wheel arches and passes out through that. So this again increases the aerodynamic efficiency and reduces the turbulence inside the wheel arches. You get electric foldable mirrors with indicators incorporated inside them. The rear view mirrors have the anti-dazzle function, so it is the right hand side rear view mirror and the inner rear view mirror which becomes in a little green tinge, so that any high beam which is being projected from the rear doesn't dazzle your sight. While checking out the side, the car comes with a long wheelbase and short overhangs. So what that means is that the long wheelbase is between the front wheel and the rear wheel, the distance between them. So because it is longer, you have better cabin space, and the overhangs is from the midpoint of the wheel to the tip of the car's end. So they are called overhangs, and when they are shorter, it increases the handling characteristics of the car because it carries lower weight outside its axles. While checking the rear of the car, you have complete LED tail lamps with L-shape design daytime running lights, and you have the reversing camera just above the number plate area. You get the 530i badging, and then when you go through the bumpers, you get the sensors embedded in them, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a 360-degree sensors but misses out on the 360-degree camera. You get the dual exhaust pipes which are in chrome finish. While checking out the boot, you have a large amount of boot space, and for practicality you have a 12-volt charging point and some hook points also inside them. And when you lift the floor pad, you have a spare wheel, which is a space saver, which can be used in emergency situations because you anyways have run-flat tires in your car. Right now we are seated inside the 530i Sport variant, and as you can notice, the steering wheel is not an M Sport steering wheel wherein you get the normal steering wheel with leather finishing on them. On the left hand side you have the controls for the cruise control and the speed limiter, and on the right hand side you have the controls for your media and to answer and disconnect your call and voice recognition. Going alongside you have paddle shifters, which is left for downshift and the right for upshift. And going to the instrument cluster, you get a 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster with the iDrive 7 system in it. So on the left hand side you get every details regarding your speed and your fuel information, and on the right hand side you got the tachometer with the engine's temperature being mentioned. And on this portion you get various information like your onboard computer. So once you press this button in the left hand side stalk, you get various informations being shown in them. And also if your phone is connected or regarding your media, once you scroll this, you get various information on your instrument cluster again. While checking out the driver's side door, you'll be able to notice the black piano finish on the doors, and you get the lock and unlock switches, you get the window controls and the mirror controls, and as you can notice you have two memory seat function for the driver's seat. To the right side of the steering wheel you have the controls for your headlamps. So you have the automatic being set right now. You can twist the knob to have the headlight in different modes, and also you can individually switch on the left hand side daytime running lights or the right hand side daytime running lights to save your energy. And while checking out the center control display, you get a 12.3-inch fully digital touchscreen system, and it comes with the iDrive 7 operating system, which is again latest. Going down you have the AC vents, you have the fast dial buttons. So these buttons are not just for audio, you can also set the settings which come in your iDrive. For example, this may be your tire pressure monitoring system, number 2 can be your favorite contact, number 3 can be your favorite radio station, so anything as such. Once you go into that menu, you continuously press that button and you can set your desired setting for any of the numbers. And going down you have your AC controls. So again, the compromise in this is that this would be a 2-zone AC, whereas the 530i M Sport was a 4-zone AC. And going down you have a space here. You have a USB charging point, two cup holders in which one is an ashtray, and you get a 12-volt charging point or a cigarette lighter here. In the 530i M Sport you had a wireless charging tray, wherein over here it is just an empty tray. So that is again another compromise what you would do in the Sport variant. Going side down you have the iDrive controller with the touchpad. So you have to enter alphabets to enter into the system or numbers, and you have the electric parking brake, you have the auto hold feature, you have the button which activates the parking sensors, and you have the different driving modes. Over here you miss out on the adaptive button, so again you don't get adaptive suspension system in this, which is again a compromise, and you get the traction control button. And underneath the handrest you have a small space, and also you have a C-port charger for faster charging of mobile phones or even to charge your laptops. The car comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and a 205 watts and 12 speaker music system in this. So that's again a compromise, wherein the M Sport had a 16 speaker and 600 watts. And you get the piano black trims on the interior with the aluminum satinized finishing just underneath them. You have 6 color combinations on ambient lightings. And the seats, the leather, what you're saying is synthetic, and that's again a compromise what you get in the sport variant. So you get the synthetic seats, and this is the beige. And also on the seats you would notice that you don't have the bolster support and the thigh support, which can be controlled. So on the M Sport you get the sport seats on which you could control the bolster support and the thigh support, wherein in this case it would be a standard seat. The M Sport used to get an anthracite roof lining which was black color, whereas this sport variant gets the beige color itself and a sunroof which is electric again. The rears get the sun blinders which are manual, and the rear windshield gets electric sun blinder. The ambient lights run all the way up to the rear doors also. You get ample amount of legroom and headroom at the rear because of the long wheelbase. And that's about the interior of the car. Apart from the features which I mentioned, there are other features also. For example, like the comfort access system is not available in the 530i Sport variant, and apart from that you do get a display key for this car, but you can't do the parking maneuver by standing outside using the key. So that is not available in the Sport variant, but it would be available in the M Sport variant. I hope I've given all the details and the differences between the Sport variant and the M Sport variant. I'll see you guys in another video with another car. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.